Hot 4 points. A stream tore through the royal garden. Sophie! Hot shouted, taking off towards the castle, bare-chested and bellowing. But he had forgotten he had 6 prisoners cuffed to him, and they all went tumbling down into brilliant flowers, Hot included, like friends spring wing around the rosy. Nicola Grant, gashed badly by a pink rose bush, thorns still stuck in her skin. She looked to Hot for help, but he was up and running again, trying to pull the other bodies towards the castle. The snake has her! Sophie needs me! A fox held him back, keeping him running in place, slipping and sliding on flower petals. Furious, he swung around to see Virgo stepping on the tree, while Sunburns wisely puffed on a cigar beside him. Thought the snake killed Am already, wisely closed. Took the 2 girls. West coming to the 4 points, said Virgo, studying Hot with his tattooed eyes. 4 points? Wisely wasted his blows. Should be quite a stroll, then. The pirates snickered before they each curled the string around their boots and yanked it, sending the kids swinging to their feet and stumbling forward. As they trudged through the hot, humid gardens, Hot kept peeping back at the castle. Hey, why does that pirate keep giving you strange looks? Dot whispered in front of him. Hot looked up and saw Virgo eyeing him again as he muttered something too wisely. Hot tried to keep his face in shadow. You know him, don't you? Dot said. Shh! Hot whispered. He's Smith's son. I recognize him from a pirate party that took me to in Neverland. Smee? Captain Hook's henchman? You're friends with his son? Dot retorted. Then why are we chained up here like dogs? Because I killed Smee, you fool. Dot stared at him. Last year during the war against Weffel, Hot whispered. Granted, it was me zombie, but even so, if he recognizes me, we are dead meat. Luckily, Virgo hasn't seen me for a few years, and I've buffed up and changed my hair, but not enough that he won't figure it out if we don't stop talking about it. Hot looked back anxiously at the castle again. Hot, sweetie, we are well aware the snake has Sophie. Dot simpered. We all heard the scream and we're scared of her. Well, not really her, since she's horrible, but Sankafa at least, since she's the only one who can command our ship and get us out of here. Meanwhile, we have been taken captive by pirates, are being marched to our doom, and this chain not only won't turn into chocolate, but I'm also pretty sure we saw a piece of it turn into an eel back there and fly away. So if I were you, I'll stop worrying about rescuing Sophie and use those lovely buffed up muscles of yours to rescue us. I thought Whistle and Sophie were old news, said Anna down in front of Dot. Left the new news crying with frogs in her bum, said Hester in front of her. Hot glanced back at Nicola, who averted her eyes. Hot sighed gloomily. Here he thought he had moved onto a girl who was smart and pretty and normal, a girl who actually liked him for his weird, scusi self, and then when it came time to show her, he liked her too. He had picked you-know-who instead. Again, he forced himself to think of other things, like why they were heading to the 4 Points, or how the piece of string had turned into a flying eel, or where Beatrix's quest team was. But Sophie's well still echoed in his head. Is the snake torturing her? Will I ever see her again? Is she dead? He whirled around, but the castle was obscured by colorful groups which seemed to have sprouted up around him. He squinted over lilac hedges. Would she rescue you? Dot asked, staring at him again. Hot front. I don't think that matters. Would Nicola rescue you? Dot asked. Hot blinked. It does matter then, said Dot ugly. She turned back around. Hot's eyes widened as a tree sprinkled white petals on his hair like wedding wine. It's that simple, isn't it? If he stopped being an idiot, he could have a girlfriend right now. A real girlfriend, kinder than Sophie, and more attentive and definitely less psycho. A girlfriend he could like to Halloween haunts and go swimming in the school pool with and dance with at no bounds and collect fresh beetles to lay on his dad's grave every Sunday. Wait, the 4 Point is Camelot's land, he whispered to Dot suddenly. Isn't that what the beaver said? There's a chapter about it in a student's history of the woods too. It's a memorial to King Arthur. No one is allowed there, good or evil. Didn't learn much in history, to be honest, Dot whispered back. First Seder dies teaching it, and then his sister takes over and teaches us the wrong history, and then she dies, and then the schoolmaster takes over, and then he dies, and now you're teaching history, which means you'll probably die soon, especially since the snowman didn't include you on our quest to begin with. Dot pursed her lips. Goodness, I really shouldn't think out loud.